Ever wonder why the Democrats don't stop the crisis at our southern border? Maybe it's because they want to turn those immigrants into Democratic votes, regardless of citizenship. The New York Times is out with a new guest essay arguing, quote, "There is no good reason you should have to be a citizen to vote." That's according to journalist Atassa Araxia Abrahamian. She goes on to write, "It's time for Democrats to radically expand the electorate." And she's not ashamed to admit Democrats are likely to be the biggest beneficiaries of this change. Here now to explain the pitfalls of voting without citizenship is Stephen Miller, America First legal founder, former senior advisor to President Trump. Stephen, this just seems to be like, oh, let's just skip all those other steps. We're pretending we're going to import voters and make them citizens. Let's just forget that part. They don't have time for that, do they?
The New York Times opinion piece is extraordinarily revealing for the mindset of the left, which is they want to erode and ultimately erase the very idea of American citizenship. Voting is not just a right, it's also a responsibility. You have to learn our country's history, its culture, its language, its values, to be able to make an informed decision about voting. That's why this country has a naturalization process, a lawful process to go through to learn who we are and what we're about. And one of the things that we did during the Trump administration that's actually been reversed by President Biden was we actually improved and upgraded the naturalization process to put a greater emphasis on American history and American values.
You know, what's interesting is that part of becoming an American, and you see this with people as they're sworn in, is that commitment. Is people come here not because the weather's great, it's because they want to become an American. There is a transition that happens. It's almost like in your DNA. There's the freedom becomes palpable and clear. If we're going to erase that, then effectively there is no country, there's no sovereignty, there is no America within which to become a part of, is there?
Which is the entire goal. You know, when Susan Rice, who is currently the head of the Domestic Policy Council, which means she's responsible for overseeing immigration policy in the United States, when she says, as she did a few days ago, that dreamers are Americans, she's engaged in purposeful lying, and she's engaged in an attack on the English language. Americans are Americans, citizens are citizens, and dreamers, so-called, are illegal immigrants. And when we deprive people of this country of their language, of their ability to be able to speak clearly and to say, no, if you come here illegally, you are not a citizen, you are not an American, you do not have the right to vote in our elections, you do not have the right to occupy an American job. These are not controversial thoughts. These are basic fundamental ideas to what it means to have and to keep a nation.
Well, see, we're a nation that's based on an idea. And it makes it, as a result, easier to kind of squash that idea with changing the language, making one of the most important rights, the right to vote as a citizen. That's the thing that we have. And in the meantime, I know that you've, I believe, just filed a lawsuit through your foundation, your legal foundation, that deals with the race-based support for farmers. What's that about?
Well, I'm proud to discuss this exclusively tonight with you and your viewing audience. Hot off the presses, we have just filed a brand new lawsuit against the administration, and it has to do with this very idea of what it means to be a citizen that we're talking about. Being a citizen in this country means you get treated equally. The SBA administrator, Small Business Administration, the head of the SBA, unlawfully and unconstitutionally deprived American restaurant owners of their right to access relief funds because of their race, depriving them of their rights as citizens with this racial preferences scheme. Now, we beat that in court, but here's the problem. Many American restaurant owners never got their loans before we won that court ruling. So we are suing her. We are suing Administrator Guzman in her personal capacity under long-standing Supreme Court precedent that says if you violate someone's constitutional rights, even if you're a government officer, you could be held personally accountable.
Wow, great.
So we are asking the court to make her pay damages to these Americans. We're fighting back, and any restaurant owner who filed in that lawful window and was deprived, join our lawsuit, and we are going to establish in this country a principle for every Biden staffer. You break someone's rights, you violate your constitutional oath, there will be legal consequences.
Excellent. And what's your website so people know how to reach out to you? quickly?
aflegal.org. That's aflegal.org.
Perfect. Thank you. Great job, and thank you very much for sharing it with us. Now,
hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.